Someone got new faucets. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, nerds. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, kids. Cheers. Pleasant. This is the very first pour of a peach wheat beer brewed by the one and only, the legendary Brock Selleck. He basically brewed it at my house just to put on tap at my house because that's the kind of guy Brock is. It's good. It's light, refreshing. Not like beat you over the head peachy, but there's definitely an underlying peachiness about the whole thing. It smells good. Tastes good. And this is just the first pint, so this is, I'm sure, going to clear out a little bit. I think it'll stay hazy. Just wheat beer hazy, but that'll be just fine, just fine. So, what do we have going on? Let's see if I can flip this thing up. The kegerator is full. So here is what we have in the kegerator right now. Ooh, and I should really flip the camera on the other way because this is super hard to do this way, but there we go. 2 new faucets this week. So the 4 beers across the top are all on faucets. An IPL, the possibly skunky Sex in a Japanese Canoe, the Citragalaxy IPA, and the Espresso Brown are all on faucets. And then the Peach Wheat just got tapped right now, and the Apple Ale. So fruit beers stay on the inside. I don't know why. No real reason. But so yeah, that should be exciting. We're throwing a big party this weekend, so we're expecting somewhere between 15 and 65 people at the house. Starting Friday night, going through Sunday night probably. So it should be a good time. A lot of people coming from out of town. Some fellow brew tubers are going to show up. Aaron Gross will be here. Adam Pritzel, who had they both had brief Homebrew Wednesday careers. Aaron keeps telling me he's going to get back into it. I'll have to harass Adam a little bit because I know he was at Dogfish Head and took some video back in the pilot brewery at Dogfish Head and hasn't shared it with the rest of the nerd community yet. So that's a bummer. And I think Jake from Super Brewers is going to be here. So I went and picked up some grain today for some sort of a beer we're going to brew tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be yet. If we get super motivated, it may be the Ron Mexico experimental hop brew day, which will be pretty rad. It's a hop that I think I know the only professional brewery to brew with it is Russian River, and they just brewed one small batch to serve at NHC and to give out for the commemorative beer. So that'll be cool. We've got enough hops for that to do a pretty nice IPA. We emailed Vinny Chilurzo and got the recipe for his Ron Mexico IPA. So it's kind of cool. We'll see how ours compares to at least the flavor memory of the Russian River beer. And then Sunday is a super cool thing. There is an AHA rally at Surly up in Minneapolis. So a bunch of us, I think 4, 6. I know Jake's going, Aaron's going, Adam's going, our friend Val is going. Even though Val can't drink barley-based beer because he's a sissy, he's going to go. And basically for $5, you can pick up 5 gallons of wort brewed at Surly, which is cool. And the beer they're giving away is a kettle soured, like a pale lacto kettle soured beer, which will be super cool. It's like 1053 OG. So I'm running through ideas in my head of what to do with it. Part of me wants to make a goes out of it. Part of me wants to maybe split it in two, do like a small batch, like a blood orange goes, and a small batch, like a straight Berliner. Maybe water it back a little bit for the Berliner to kind of drive the ABV down. Otherwise, just a straight lacto soured blonde would be pretty awesome, I think. So any sour beer nerds like Dan, both Dans. I'm trying to think who else is into sour stuff. I don't know. Drop a comment down below and see if you got. It's basically Golden Promise and 2-row with maybe just a tiny bit of crystal for the grist, and a 1053 OG kettle soured with lacto down to, I think the pH is like 3.8 maybe. It could be 3.3. I don't know. I've got an email from the AHA. They figured all that shit out already. So, but that'll be cool. We'll probably try and get a little bit of pictures at least of that, because that'll be a pretty cool event, I think. And yeah, that's kind of all I have going on. It's kind of a lot though. Today's Thursday. It's my first Saturday of a 3-Saturday weekend. So, having a beer in the afternoon, shoot a little video. Then the nerds start to roll into town tomorrow night, and I'm sure the liver's going to get quite the pounding this weekend between 3 Saturdays in a row. All the boys from Milwaukee coming up to the estates here for the weekend. We're having a big party Saturday, which will be more beer than food probably, and then Sunday we get to nurse a hangover at Surly. So I know, cry for me. But anyway, that's probably enough. Let me know what you guys would do with this sour beer wort. I've got a lot of ideas, a lot of them good, maybe some of them not so good. I don't really know. So, anyway, cheers everybody. Happy Homebrew Wednesday on a Thursday. Brock, this beer's tasty, buddy. It's actually going down way faster than I would probably need it to. But I think this is going to be a hit for sure, especially if it's going to be like 90 degrees and humid as hell on Saturday. This will go over well. Anyway, rambling. Yandu nerds. Cheers.